And we are back again. Sorry about that, guys. We had some things happen. So we are back. We want to bring you our next podcast, and we are talking about our article. Mainly, our first article was about painting over the Black Lives Matter and what's happening there. But we're going to go through some articles, and then we're going to go through some tweets. And but make sure that you follow us. I'm going to go through the ways that you can actually follow us. But I want to thank you so much for watching, and share this, retweet, reparler, share it on Cloud Hub, follow us. And we just want to really get the message out. So I do want to say that I do have my Make America Great Again hat on, and I'm so happy to have it. And as I was thinking about this, you know, when President Trump when he first he started his campaign back in 2016, he was talking about Make America Great Again. And what actually was happening was he was tossing out numbers, job numbers, everything. And you know, of course, you remember Obama saying, "What's it going to do?" You know, something like a magic wand or something. Well, he did bring them back, and so he started to. There were several times I heard him talk about keep America great. Well, with the leftists and all the corruption that has been shown, and how they've rioted and destroyed cities. I mean, we are in a chaotic time. And so make sure that you have your ammo, your food, your protection, and of course they're pushing this mask mandate here where I live. They just pushed the mask mandate, and I'll tell you what, these are corrupt politicians. And I live in a conservative county in Martin County, Florida. The commissioners are corrupt. They sold us down the river, and so no mask. It's invasion of my personal freedom, and it's not gonna happen. And I was talking about, you know, Trump had Make America Great Again, and it's like the jobs numbers, everything was going awesome, and he made China upset. And we were making billions of dollars. America was making billions of dollars because of the tariffs. China's upset. This is what part of this is. Of course, Trump is America first, and you have all these countries that are globalist and want everyone to be one. Well, you know what? It's America first. God and country and family. Or God, family, and country. God, family, and country. That's what it is with me. And I tell you, don't you come toward my family. I will not hesitate in protecting them. And so now Trump kind of can use his same slogan, because our country, he has allowed the governors to show and the local officials to show themselves. Mainly, it's a lot of the liberals and the Democrats, but there are some corrupt Republicans. Okay, look at the state of Ohio. Governor DeWine, he's corrupt. He is corrupt. I'm still not figured out DeSantis here in Florida. He won't take a step forward, and I mean, he needs to shout out and say, "No mask mandate. We're done." But the local officials here, the Martin County, Florida Board of Commissioners is corrupt, and they're going to be voted out. I am not forgetting, and I know many are not forgetting. They sold us down the river. Because, why? A little power hungry. It's amazing what people do when they get power. You know, what is in the heart and who you really are will eventually come out. Don't tell me you care about us when you sell us down the river. Harold Jenkins, I am disappointed. You are corrupt. Doug Smith, Sarah Hurd, Ed Campy, Hetherington, you're corrupt. You are corrupt. And I'm going to do my best do my best. I'm a video online marketer, and I can advertise great. I tell you what, I find out someone is advertising or running against one of them, I'll tell you what, I am going to promote them big time. I'm going to saturate Martin County with videos of promoting them. You're done. You're done. Boy, I went on a tangent. Sorry about that. But what is actually happening is Trump is having to make America great again, because the liberal leftists, they're not about you. They're about their agenda. This Black Lives Matter is a Marxist. The Antifa is terrorist. They are not about your right. You see how the narrative has changed? I'll tell you, it's in the professional sports world is buying into it. There's corruption all over. Let's get back to God, back to our family, back to our country. Let's make this country good again. So, before I get into the articles, I'm going to show you where you can follow us and retweet and reparlay and stuff. But there's two things, actually three things I want to tell you about. Number one, make sure you protect your family. Buy up ammo. Have your pistol. Have your gun. Be ready. Buy up emergency food. And number three, buy silver. Buy silver. And get silver and metals. And get ready, because we're to hold us over. So, all right. I do want to say thank you for following, and we want to. Now I'm going to actually go through and show you where you can follow. And actually, what I do is I take this show and then I upload it to my YouTube channel. I'm not going to go to the YouTube channel right now, but I'm going to show you the other places you can follow. So let's go to the website. You can actually follow us on Facebook, of course, where this is streaming live. Facebook.com/Realtime News TC. That stands for Real Time News Treasure Coast. Okay. You can actually go to Instagram, which I need to really start pumping this. And go to Instagram. Instagram.com/Real T News. That's Real T News. You can follow us on Anchor FM. I upload these episodes to Anchor FM. I was doing 9 to 5 or Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. but now I'm trying to get a consistent schedule, and I admit I haven't been as good. But you can it's anchor.fm/T Coast Real Time News, and you can also listen to us on Breaker, Google Podcast, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, Spotify, and of course, if you have a website and want to share it, copy the RSS and put us on your website. Go to CloudHub, look up James Powell. That's James Powell. Follow us on CloudHub. We're going to start retweeting our episodes, or I say tweeting, upload it. CloudHub is for kind of Facebook. Parlay. You can go to parlay.com/profile/James. You can look me up at James Powell. So, let's go to the article. 2 people charged with a hate crime for painting over Black Lives Matter mural. In fact, I watched the interview and the video of this, and there were several shows that talked about it. Sean Hannity talked about it. Pete Santilli talked about it. I think even Dan Bongino talked about it. But one of these things that is happening is, they can come in and intrude on your rights, but you're not allowed to do anything against them. That's the bottom line. They come in, Black Lives Matter, did the protests, destroyed businesses, destroyed cars, painted all over all these statues, and painted over buildings, and painted over, just did destruction. That's okay. But this person takes back. In fact, the video talks about she decided to take back. Okay, a man and a woman who attempted to paint over a city-approved Black Lives Matter mural in Martinez, California on Saturday are both facing hate crime charges. Isn't that crazy? The Contra Costa County District Attorney's Office charged Nicole Anderson and David Nelson with 3 misdemeanors: violation of civil rights, vandalism under $400, and possession of tools to commit vandalism or graffiti. Oh my goodness, they want to protect that more than they do the statues. If convicted, they each face up to a year in county jail. Isn't that? That's crazy. In fact, I'm going to copy this and I'm going to drop this down. There is there you go. And for those on the podcast, I dropped the link to the video. Go to facebook.com/realtime news, and you can actually watch the video. It's in the comments of the Facebook Live. So, okay. But they here's what they said. We're sick of this narrative. That's what's wrong, he says in the clip. The narrative of police brutality, the narrative of oppression, the narrative of racism, it's a lie. And it truly is a lie. All right, our next article. White supremacists set to become first federal prisoner executed in 2 decades. If all goes to plan, on Monday, this is this next Monday, white nationalist David Lewis Lee will be put to death for the brutal murder of a family of 3, including an 8-year-old girl, and first federal execution in 17 years. Now, I want to point out something. You see how they kind of changed the narrative? White supremacists set to become first federal prisoner executed in 2 decades. So he's like, basically, it's because they're trying to give the impression, the headline, is because he's white. But the reason why is because he murdered someone. You see what they keep doing? They keep changing the narrative of everything. And I'll tell you what, come on, just report real news. Real news. Come on. All right, Judicial Watch. Judicial Watch and Daily Caller News Foundation sue for Joe Biden Senate records at the University of Delaware. Judicial Watch announced today it filed a Freedom of Information Act lawsuit on behalf of itself and the Daily Caller News Foundation against the University of Delaware for former Vice President Joe Biden's Senate records, which are housed at the university's library. Okay, the university said it would not release the records until 2 years after Biden has retired from public life. So basically what they're saying is they're trying to hold out, and of course, if the article goes on to say if Biden would be voted in as president, then it would be way longer, and which he's not going to be voted in as president. Trump is going to win. That's just the bottom line. So what they're delaying, and they don't want to show his records. So basically, this article is saying if for some unknown reason Biden would win, then you might not ever see his records. So you see, they want the liberals want to have all the records on Trump, but they don't ever want to give their own. All right, 4 stages, and this is where we are at. 4 stages of Marxist takeover. The accuracy of Yuri Bezmenov. Okay, it's important to understand that this is a revolutionary moment in American history, and honestly, it is. We are in a serious time, and it isn't a bad idea to act in ways that would fall under a traditional description of accordingly. But it's almost important to understand that the revolution taking place in America is not yet a kinetic one. That may come soon, or it may not. The battle taking place presently is a war of information or disinformation, as the case may be. And the revolution is a Marxist revolution. Get that, folks. It's a Marxist revolution. You should make no mistake about that. The groups fomenting it, the intellectuals promoting it, and the money financing it are all quite open about who they are. The object of this information revolution to begin with is, and this is what it is, defeating Donald Trump and installing Joe Biden as the hard left's puppet president. Biden is, for now, palatable to the American people in ways that actual communist Bernie Sanders, spawn of a communist Pete Buttigieg, and of course there's Bill de Blasio and the far left revolution. Remember, Sanders has spent years traipsing around the country calling for a revolution. Well, we got it. But despite his lack of bona fides, Biden offers something quite beneficial to the left. He is wholly incapable, get this, he is wholly incapable of executing the duties of the President of the United States. That is where we are. Folks, we are in a battle, a major battle. All right. The Democratic Party has been hijacked. Get this. And Lee Terrell explains why he's voting for Trump. Radio host and civil rights attorney Lee Terrell said the reason he and many other black Americans plan to vote for President Trump this year is because the Democrat Party has been hijacked by black lives. Terrell and Fox News contributor Geraldo Rivera joined Fox News anchor Bill Hemmer on Thursday afternoon to react to Democratic New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio helping paint a Black Lives Matter mural in front of New York City's Trump Tower. Now look at that. Okay, in front of President Trump's property, they paint this. They are wanting war. They are trying to really initiate a major war. Okay, what is the effect of an image like this for the next several months? And here's what Terrell said. I oppose that sign out there. The Black Lives Matter organization does not care about all black lives. Get that. This is a civil rights, a black man talking about his own race. Of course, we're all of American. They don't care about police officers who are killed. They don't care about black-on-black crime at all. They don't care about school choice. It is a very extreme organization that really only cares if a police officer is involved in a killing. That is where we are. We need to just keep pushing on and stand up for the right. All right. The WSJ columnist wrecks liberal journalist free speech take with one tweet. It's quite a sad day when defending free speech is controversial. Think of that. We still live in America. Should we be shocked? No, we saw the iceberg miles away. The left has a political correctness code. They like speech only. They like the correctness speech only when they do it, only how they want it. They like speech codes, safe zones, and will try to cancel those with a differing view. Right now, there is an effort to just erase certain words like manpower, whitelist, blacklist. You see what's happening here, folks? They are trying to take over your life, and they're trying to control everything you do. These are everyday words with zero racist connotations, and it doesn't make it so when a mob of lefty crybabies with worthless degrees whine about it. There's a lot of huffing and puffing going on right now because some liberals decided to sign a letter in Harper's Magazine that espoused support for free speech and debate. I say again, we are in a fight, in a major fight. Our last article we're covering today, stimulus proposal, $2,000 monthly payment plus $1,000 per month until 1 year after crisis ends. Updated, of course, this is May 7th on this article. the bill, Automatic Boost to Communities, ABC Act. It was formally introduced. The previous version of this article, or this act, contained information pulled from Congressman Tlaib's website, as well as a 2-page draft version. This Congresswoman, the sources differ from the bill that was formally introduced. The CARES Act provided many Americans, and many of us got the $1,200 stimulus, but as the program rolls out, it has become apparent to the lawmakers that more financial assistance is needed. And they introduced this bill, and look at this. They introduced this bill that would provide $2,000 per month to each eligible individual during the payment period, $1,000 per month to each eligible individual for a year after the payment period ends. So for a year, you'd get $2,000, and then after the year, you'd get $1,000 a month. And to think, who would be eligible for this? Now, this is what I want you to look at. The goal of this bill is to guarantee no one is left behind. Here are the eligible individuals, including U.S. citizens, residents, and non-resident aliens who have been in the U.S. for more than 3 months at the time of this article, and that was December 13th, 2019. That's pretty sad. Your tax money going for people who don't even pay to give toward it. So, all right. Let's go. If you live in the Hobe Sound, South Florida, or South Stuart, Florida area, and you need landscaping needs, call peterslawnservicesfl.com. That's peterslawnservicesfl.com. Call them 740-710-2031. That's 740-710-2031. Or you can email Brian at peterslawnservicesfl.com. That is in the Hobe Sound, Florida area, Martin County, Florida, or the Stuart, Florida, South Stuart, Florida area. This is a new one. I've been working with him for a little while. Do you need a hand-painted art? Hand-painted art. They do DonMeredithArt.com. That's DonMeredithArt.com. He is he does all of his hand painting. Here are some. If you go to Don Meredith Art, you can see some of the pictures. He does portraits. He does advertising. You can read up about him. He actually is the one that designed the Space Shuttle Challenger commemorative in 1986. In fact, here's the coin. He designed that. And you can go to his website, pricing info. He'll do portraits. He'll do advertising. In fact, here's a cartoon. Advertising for Publix supermarkets. You can call him 772-708-4060. 772-708-4060. You can email him findfunart@gmail.com, or you can see his mailing address there. All right, this one is for specifically ministries, but if you have a business and you want to get some video intros, you can do this. Go to yourchurchpromotions.com, yourchurchpromotions.com/5, and then 4FOR, and then the number 50. The number 50. You can sign up for free texting notifications, your name, cell number, and include area code. When you sign up, it redirects to free training and some freebies. But what I'm wanting to give you is 5 of these video intros for $50. 5 for $50. You can put your name, email, your slogan, or website. Make sure you click added to the email list. You choose a high quality logo, PNG, 2500 pixel. You purchase when you will be redirected to the PayPal. $50, you get 5 video intros. You upload your high quality photo, and you also get a couple extra videos too. So go to yourchurchpromotions.com/5FOR and the number 50. Go get yours. Order yours today. All right, we're going to just go through a few tweets. I ran long on the segment. So, John Sullivan. I had been following him, but I just kind of want to give some tweets he give. You vote, prison, a pardon, or commutation for Roger. Just the news. All right, let me go back and let me do some searching for the latest Trump tweets. Let's see what he's done. Okay. In the last 2 hours, don't throw the American story into the river. Don't throw it into the lake. Be proud of it. Mail-in ballot fraud found in many elections. People are just now seeing how bad, dishonest, and slow it is. Election results could be delayed for months. No more big election night answers. 1% not even counted in 2016. Ridiculous. Just a formula for rigging the election. And then one more. Absentee ballots are fine because you have to go through a precise process to getting your voting privilege. Not so with mail-ins. Rigged election. 20% fraudulent ballots. There are the Trump tweets. We're going to end this podcast with the verse of the day. And I want to say thank you. Make sure you follow us. And we're going to end, I may even end with a prayer. In fact, it always gives a prayer on the verse of the day. Revelation 7:10, as they cried out in a loud voice, salvation belongs to our God, who sits on the throne, and to the Lamb. The thoughts on the verse? From the voices of those who know, the message is clear. God reigns, and with his rule comes salvation. This is because of the Lamb who was willing to be slain, but who triumphed over death. Because of the Lamb's work and faithfulness, we can be assured of heaven. Ending with this prayer. Loving Father and sovereign God, thank you for providing salvation by extending your grace to me in Jesus. Thank you, Jesus, for offering yourself to be the lamb sacrificed for my sins. I look forward to heaven and seeing you face to face and praising you with the angels, the martyrs, the elders, and other faithful Christians before the throne. To you, O God, belongs all praise, glory, honor, and thanks. In the name of Jesus, amen. I'll tell you what, I appreciate you listening to us and watching on our Facebook, YouTube channels. Thank you very much. Please share, please tweet, please parlay, please upload it to share it on CloudHub, share it on Facebook, share it on LinkedIn, all the different avenues. Please share this episode. I'm trying to build this. We're standing up for the right, and we're standing up for our country. And if you want to have a country for your kids and grandchildren, you better get ready to stand up. Thanks again for watching, and we trust that you have a great day. And we know that things look bad. Crazy things are happening that we've never seen in our life, but God has everything under control. God bless. We'll catch you on the next episode. Have a great day.